Hello there. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to create EC2 instance. Also, I will share information on different components of EC2 and what all information we can see in EC2 console. We will begin with EC2 now. Connected to AWS Management Console using my IAM user. Search the EC2 service using search bar. In EC2 you can see my resources are pretty much empty. I have not yet configured any instance yet. Would recommend selecting the nearest regions for you because it will provide the low latency connectivity to your EC2 instance. While launching the EC2 instance, we will find both free and chargeable option. For learning purpose, I would recommend selecting the free tier to keep our billing minimum. Now, click on Launch Instance button. First, we will select the Amazon Machine Image or AMI. In easy words, if I explain you, then this is the machine for your project. It contains the software configuration, like operating system, application server, and applications, required to launch your instance. We have wide range of free tier eligible AMI. Also, if organization wants, then they can select the AMI from AWS Marketplace. Anyways, for this demonstration, we will select the Amazon Linux 2 AMI. You can also select the same AMI for learning purpose. Next, we need to select the instance type for our AMI. Instance type shows how powerful our machine is going to be. Here we can select the combinations of CPU, memory, storage, and networking capacity, and give you the flexibility to choose the appropriate mix of resources for your applications. We have a wide choice of instance type and we can select based on our application. Selecting the instance T2 Micro, which is free tier eligible. At this point, this is very tempting to select, preview and launch the instance. But we will need more configuration, so select Configure Instance Details. Next comes here is Instance Details. Here we can select number of instances we need for application. For now, we will select one as we need only one instance. We can select the network for our project. That means if we have designed VPC or virtual private cloud, then we can select here. In subnet we can select any specific availability zone. Let this be no preference, which is default. You can leave the rest of the setting as default. I don't want EC2 user should have an IAM role. Shutdown behavior is selected as stopped. But if you want, here you can select terminate to release the resources with shutdown. Leave other settings a default. We will come to these options time to time during other tutorials. Click on Add Storage button. This will allow us to select the EBS or Elastic Block Storage. It is storage capacity for our instance. For now, I am using the root drive with 8 GB storage capacity. Now, move to adding tags for our instance. Tags are very important in AWS. With this we can identify the instance detail. And add one tag here. Click on Configure Security Group button. Now we will assign the security group for instance. A security group is a set of firewall rules that control the traffic for your instance. You should remember that outgoing traffic is by default open and the rule we add here will control the incoming traffic for our instance. By default, type is selected the SSH to connect to our Linux instance. Default port is 22 and IP range is 0.0.0.0/0, which means all IP ranges can connect with instance. If we want to deploy the web application, then we can select the HTTP and HTTPS. Now we will review and launch the instance we have configured so far. Selection is looking fine and as per our requirement, and this is ready to launch. Now, click on Launch button. Okay, so after we click on Launch button, we land on the Windows, where we need to create a key pair. Key pair is used for authentication for connecting to our AWS instance. A key pair consists of a public key that AWS stores, and a private key file that user stores. Together, they allow you to connect to your instance securely. This is the first instance we are creating here, so I am selecting option to create new key pair. I am giving name for my key pair. Name is first EC2. And download the key pair on your hard drive. This key pair we'll use later to connect to our EC2 instance. It is important to download the key pair because after this we will not get option to download the same. As final step, click on launch instance. So here we are. Our instance is ready. Now we have configured our instance. Also, downloaded key pair and launch our instance. Let's view our instance now. Here you go. We can see our instance is running. We can see instance name, instance type, availability zone, public DNS and IP address of our machine or instance. Currently, you can see our instance state is running. On right mouse click we can change the instance state to stop or terminate, or we could reboot our machine. I will repeat again. Instance state terminate is stand for deleting the instance and all the resources will be released. Let me take you through the instance details now. Under description section we could see instance ID, instance state, instance type, VPC ID and subnet ID used. At other side, we can see the machine public DNS and IP address. Currently, the IP address used are assigned dynamically. That means, once the instance is rebooted, new available IP address will be assigned. Also, AWS allows us to give fixed IP, which could be in the range on organization IP series. But remember, using static IP addresses for instance will cost you. Also, we could see the security group assigned for our instance. Inbound rule is enabled for SSH with port 22. And outbound rule is enabled for all ports. Also, we have our root drive path. Let's try rebooting our instance. For rebooting the instance, right mouse click on instance state and go to instance state. We can reboot. Rebooting may take few seconds. AWS charge only of running instances. So, it is important point to remember. If you are not using your instance, then better change the instance state to stop. Now, instance is running again. Now, we will try stop and start our instance. Before that, just note that the currently assigned IP address is 13.232.5.183. On right mouse click on running, go to instance type and select stop. As mentioned, it is always good to keep instance state to stopped if you are not using. Instance is still stopping. It takes few seconds to stop. Have a look. Instance state is changed to stopped and IP address are released now. Now we will start our instance back in the same way. See, instance is running now and our machine has obtained a new IP address. Hope you find this tutorial useful and easy. I will keep uploading more AWS tutorial videos. For now, I am signing out. Bye and stay safe.